Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Golden Gophers will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies offense will get the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Battle. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Washington sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Minnesota's offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Snagged in the middle. It's good. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Makes the grab. It's Tompkins. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's good. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
catch in the middle. It's Sampson. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Golden Gophers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Hopkins. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
The Golden Gophers are threatening on first and goal. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Washington right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute.
Touchdown, Washington! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Firing to the right, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Slide 22. Alert, alert.
They believe they can run right here. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's good. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
And the Golden Gophers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Handoff to the lone back. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 28 to UNLV. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction.
Looking downfield, it's Battle. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on dealing with fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Makes the catch. It's good. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Tompkins. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
3:25.
Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fakes to grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Battle. Quickly complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to go up top on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. zips it out to his man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
And the Huskies will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They think there's room to run to the right here. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Motion from the wideout. They're going to ride this running back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that.
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got a man. It's good. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The Golden Gophers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
Caught in the backfield. It's good. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Now they'll run it to the right here. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Golden Gophers have pushed it inside the 20. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Golden Gophers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll move the tight end. A first down run on the doorstep. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Dropping back, it's Battle. Looking left. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 30. And that one looked as as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. To the air on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Huskies! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Dropping back, it's Battle. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskies. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Touchdown, Washington! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's good. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Across the 25, he's got a huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
And the Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play.
Green 25.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Golden Gophers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quick release by the QB. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Absolutely perfect. They take the lead just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Battle. Quickly complete.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Flying down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time on target.
Man, that clock is ticking, so we've got to make sure. I understand if I don't get the first down, I got to get out of bounds. I think he should have got out of bounds to stop.
Turning it on. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Tompkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Snagged in the middle. It's Tompkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the flag. Second down coming up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For